Just 3 years ago, a very popular, very beloved anime YouTuber by the name of Grant released a YouTube video titled Badly Explaining the entire Fate series in 30 minutes. This video is what we call the event horizon, the point of no return. Because ever since then, the reputation of the Fate franchise was never the same again. Alright, not really. Fate's reputation probably started way before all the anime YouTubers started hopping on the Fate train, before Unlimited Blade Works and other popular animes were around. But from the very moment when Type Moon started drafting up ideas for the Fate Stay Night visual novel in 2004, all the way to 20 years later, where now Fate has become a multi-million-dollar franchise, spanning across multiple games, animes, and everything in between. There has been one singular message that has been a constant throughout it all. Fate is... Oh, I'm here to spread the truth. I come here as a former sinner, someone who was once beguiled by people claiming Fate is too complicated, too hard to follow, blah 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 blah. And I come to announce to you, my viewer, that it is in fact too late to turn back. You are stuck here now, and I will prove that Fate is not actually complicated. Fate, by itself, is a universe consisting of usually 7 masters who fight each other in a big battle called the Holy Grail War. Each master ranging from mages to priests to diddlers to random people summon these servants, who are normally gender-bent historical figures. They're even animal-bent for some reason. Anyways, each servant comes in one of the 7 classes, unless they don't, and each master commands these servants to fight each other during each Holy Grail War, all to get their hands on the ultimate prize. This golden cup, which can grant any wish to whoever wins the war, which is the most I can get into without spoiling too much. And this, my viewer, is the basic premise underlying almost everything in Fate. So, where do you begin? Well, if you're a 70-year-old boomer with no hair and severe arthritis, you should probably start with reading the Fate Stay Night visual novel. This, which luckily does have a very good anime adaptation, well, for the most part, starts with one of the Holy Grail Wars, which coincidentally starts in Japan. You follow Shiro Emiya, a random dude who managed to summon one of the most OP servants you can summon. They have to fight their way through the other masters, including the absolute GOAT right here, and along the way, they do some pretty suspicious activities together. But hey, if it's for the Holy Grail, it's all cool, right? Fate Stay Night is divided into 3 different routes, where Emiya ends up with one of the 3 girls that are in the same timeline. Rin and Sakura both have incredible anime/movie adaptations, and Saber, well, we don't talk about it. But all in all, they still cover the same kind of Holy Grail War, with different variations of course. Fate Zero is a prequel to the events that happened in Fate Stay Night, where Saber with a suit appears, and sort of explains how the events in Fate Stay Night came to be. Fate Hollow Ataraxia is a sequel, but it doesn't have an adaptation, so people don't really care that much. And of course, you have Fate Grand Order, which is its own separate thing following a main character going back in time to fix the world, rather than fight in a Holy Grail War. Even though it's a gacha game, it's got some of the best stories of the Fate franchise, while having some of the worst gacha mechanics ever. Somehow, after nearly 10 years of service, this godforsaken game is still churning out an incredible amount of money. Definitely not because of me. Plus, there's a not so great anime adaptation, and a really good anime adaptation for 2 of the story arcs in Fate Grand Order. And that's literally it. That wasn't so complicated, was it? Other YouTubers might tell you about all the other spin-offs like Carnival Phantasm, Pismaelia, Fate Apocrypha, The Cooking Show, and a bunch of other stuff, but they're not super necessary to understand the main storyline, which is Fate Stay Night and all of its branches. Anyone trying to fit all of these other shows into the timeline is probably needlessly overcomplicating things and deserves a timeout in the Emiya corner. So, even though now you've learned that Fate is actually pretty chill and not all that, I would still proceed with the utmost caution when getting into the franchise. Fate is hell, after all. And that's right.
その先は地獄だぞ。